First alert update now in an effort to recall State Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. The organizers are filing paperwork to launch a second attempt to remove Vos from office. It comes only 2 days after recall organizers asked the court to give them more time to renew signatures challenged by Vos on the first recall attempt. Today, leaders of the effort said they aren't giving up hope, calling the new effort a, quote, concurrent one, end quote. Vos was initially targeted because he refused to impeach Wisconsin's top election official, Megan Wolf. He also declined to proceed with an attempt to decertify President Joe Biden's 2020 victory here in Wisconsin. The second effort says he should be recalled because of his support for the Chinese Communist Party, lack of commitment to election integrity, and, quote, flagrant disrespect for his own constituents by calling them whack jobs, morons, and idiots, end quote.